Oh,
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Dead Funny Podcast. I'm your host, Chris, and today my co-hosts, Kelsey and JoJo.
Hey.
Oh, man. So, I am in a crazy, weird situation. I'm going away this weekend, and I got an email the other day.
Crazy, weird. Oh, my God. I can't imagine
I know, right?
this. How strange. Wait, somebody else wants to see your face? I didn't mean that. That's terrible. I don't mean that.
So, I got
It's
an
awful.
email
I
yesterday. Or not yesterday, this is a couple days ago. I got an email a couple days ago, and it was like, hey, just so you know, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro are on sale on the PlayStation Network. And I was like, fuck, I've been wanting to play those because I played this fucking games growing up. I've been wanting to play the remasters. And so, like, to buy at full price is like $40 per game for a fucking remake. But they're $20 a piece right now, so it's two for the price of one. And I was like, oh, dude, that's a fucking bet. I can do that. And I'll play the shit out of those. Which I need to stop buying stuff on my PlayStation 4 because, well, to say that it's taken time away from Final Fantasy VII's remake is a lie. But this specific one game is. So where I fucked up is that I found out that PlayStation, much like Xbox, has their fucking subscription service for, online. Well, they also have it for their games as well, which I didn't know was a thing. And there's a game on there that is a full price brand new game that I've been wanting to fucking play, but I've never had a PlayStation before, and that is Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So I was like, $10, fuck it, I'll do it. So I get it, and then it immediately sends me a message going, just so you know, this game only has 8 days left. So I have just been playing the fuck out of Spider-Man in my spare time, trying to clear this fucking game. I think it leaves Monday. And then it's gone. So I've been playing the fuck out of this game. Oh my gosh.
So I have like 18 questions, starting with, I have Spider-Man on my PS4, and it's not going any. I just bought
Did you buy the game? Yeah, you bought the game. So basically, the way PlayStation now works is the same way that Xbox Game Pass works. Is that they give you a bunch of free games. So you got like over 100 titles. You pay $10 a month to have access to stream these games directly or download them, but you do not own them. So they'll put them on there, and then they're on there for like maybe a month. And then when that month is up, they bring in new titles and throw some old ones out. Spider-Man's one of the ones that's leaving. And I was like, fuck me. So $10. But the cool part that I like about the PlayStation Now versus the Xbox Game Pass is that I have the ability to stream the game directly versus downloading. So I'm not even downloading. I was able to just jump right into Spider-Man and fucking play it without fucking downloading or anything. Just straight into it, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. But yes, I have been fucking addicted. Oh my god. I also think Horizon is on there as well. So whenever I'm done with Spider-Man, I'm going to move on to that and knock that out too, because that's one of the ones that I've been wanting to knock out.
Yes! No, Jojo, I need to educate you here because you have no idea. Horizon's one of my favorite games. I've been trying to talk Chris into playing it for a long time. But Chris has been mocking me by calling the character, whose name is Aloy, he's been calling her Aluminum. And there are even times when he's like, Aloy, wait, Aluminum. And I'm like, you dick. Like, you took more time to be an asshole. Like, what's wrong with you? And the thing is, if he plays it and if he likes it, then he's gonna fanboy into it so hard that he'll stop giving me shit.
That will never
he's
happen.
so into the game.
That will never happen.
That is,
That will literally never happen. But
Oh.
what I will say is that I've wanted to play Horizon since this came out, but Horizon was not enough for me to warrant buying a PlayStation. And then Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, and that was more than enough to warrant me buying a fucking PlayStation. So now that I have it, it's like,
that's what I'm taking.
oh, for sure, absolutely. So now that I have it, it's like, okay, cool. Well, fucking now I gotta go and fucking play all the games I wanted to, because they got like Little Big Planet 3 on there, which I've been wanting to play. Fucking dude, Little Big Planet was so good when I played the first one. And they actually have a DLC package for for Little Big Planet, and it turns all your characters into fucking Final Fantasy characters, Final Fantasy VII characters.
Dude.
It's so cool.
Oh, I was just about to say, like,
so cool.
I know what kind of games you like, and Little Big Planet doesn't fit brilliantly into that. Like,
There's some indie games. I have a little part of me that likes like weird off indie games, and that's how Little Big Planet started. So I've got love for it. It wouldn't be one that I would religiously play, no. I would probably pick it up for a couple days and then be like, all right, cool, I'm done with this. Because I do like some of those puzzlers and some of those platformers. But
Well, yeah, but that's supposed to be and I could be wrong about which one it is, so this may not be true for Little Big Planet 3, but at least one of them, I think the first one, is mostly a party game. It's you trying to play, like, do puzzles with your friends, and all of you are just absolute semi-drunk, moronic, like, half-wits, and it's just crazy and really, really fun. And that is where Little Big Planet exists in my head, so you just being like, no, I'm just going to pick this up and play these puzzles does not make sense to me.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, it's kind of more like, for instance, like a Mario game. It'd be like a Mario game where it's a fucking platform puzzler where you're just running through and trying to fucking avoid fucking well, not necessarily dying because I don't think they die, but fucking falling off and shit like that, trying to get all the way to the end of the level. It's the same thing as like a Mario Builder game or anything like that. And not to mention you could build your own stages, which I would never do because I'm not going to fucking put in the time to do that. But, you know, I just want to play the game and then move on.
That was the Little Big Planet selling point originally, was you could make your own levels and stuff.
Right.
So it's the thing about it.
Okay.
You have the option to have your friends play. So.
No, yeah, there's probably some multiplayer part in the second one, I think you could do that. That's probably what you played.
Yeah, but I believe the first one was definitely solely single player. And then I think they made a multiplayer in the second one, and then the third one is the newest one that's out. But, I mean, that one's so low on my list. Like, I got to get through Spider-Man, and then I would have to get through Horizon, and then probably Bandicoot and fucking Spyro before I even got to Little Big Planet, honestly, if I'm being honest. Not to mention, preferably 100%ing Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, that's so far down my list. It's just one of the things that is like, I whenever I got the PS Now, it showed Spider-Man, like it had like this fucking, like these 4 bubbles together. And it was Spider-Man, Aluminum, the Sackboy, and then fucking someone else. I want to say it was Snake from Metal Gear Solid. And I was like, oh shit, 3 of the games that I wouldn't mind playing are fucking on PS Now. Sweet, I'll get it. So I got it. It was like $10. Fucking, I can do that. That's easy. Versus spending the $120 on fucking just 2 games and then turn around and spend another $40 on another 2 games. It's like I can throw a 10 at that. I can do that. So
and now you just have a timeline to get this game that you really want to play done.
Oh man, I am speeding through that shit so fucking fast. I'm such a goddamn idiot too. I'm such an idiot. So like I literally fucking bought, or no, I was refusing to buy spider suits because I didn't like the way they looked. I was like, the punk rocker. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want that. Or fucking all his original. I was get the fuck out of here. So I was using Noir Spider-Man because I fucking love Shattered Dimensions. And Noir Spider-Man is a fucking badass in that game. Still probably one of the best Spider-Man games to date. Like easily. Fucking Shattered Dimensions was amazing. And then because I was only using that one, I didn't notice that if you got a spider suit without a power in it, it just meant that you could put one in there. I didn't know that. So all these other suits I was getting, I was like, oh, these are kind of cool. I was like, they don't have a fucking power, so fuck it. I'm just going to keep using the ones up top because they come with powers. The ones below just don't have powers in them. I was like, all right, they're more for because it was more the funny suits, like fucking Tom Holland's first Spider-Man outfit, the one that fucking Tony Stark makes fun of him for, or the fucking one from the Fantastic Four comics whenever Spider-Man loses his suit. And he has to wear, Baghead, exactly, like that one, yeah. It's like, oh, they're all just funny costumes, that's why they don't have powers. Well, then I got the one that you get from Black Cat, which is all black with the, like, dark fucking red spider shit on it and everything else. It looked fucking awesome, and I was like, oh, sweet. And I was like, oh, there's no power. And then I noticed that, like, there's mods and shit you can put into your suit. So I've been running through the entire game. I'm dealing with the fucking demon fucks who, like, for some goddamn reason, every time I'm fucking doing something, I'm sorry, your fucking crime's fucking happening. And I gotta go over here and fucking fight this crime. And it's like fucking 40 people. And out of the 40 people, 28 of them have goddamn rocket launchers. How the fuck they keep getting this many goddamn rocket launchers, I don't fucking know. So I'm getting blown up left and fucking right. And then when I'm not getting hit by them, I'm getting shot by fucking AR-15s and fucking the handguns. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. Whatever happened to fists? Whatever happened to crowbars? Where did those people go? Bring them back. All right? Shit. So I'm
Yeah, they
getting
clearly need
fucked
to
up.
get the ATF up in this town. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's got rocket launchers. This is a problem.
I was like, fuck me. So then it was like, I was looking at it and I was like, oh, I could put any fucking spider power I want to. And any of the spider modules in here that I want. I didn't know that. So I put the fucking one web blossom. So that way whenever I see those fucking things and they're all like, hey, they're fucking holding up an armor truck. And I literally just web sling over the top of the fucking thing, come diving down, and then just fucking web blossom and shoot every motherfucker around me in like a 50-mile radius of webs, including civilians. Fuck them. I don't care. Everybody's getting webbed. And then I land and take the 3 people who aren't fucking webbed and fuck everybody else up. Oh my! The game is good. I really enjoy the game. The game is really, really good. It's been fun. I'm one of those people where that's the kind of game that I like 100%. So, like for instance, whenever I started it, it was like you had the backpacks and then you had the monuments. And I knocked all those out in New York. And then I did a couple of the fucking story quests. And then I got the fucking research stations and Kingpin's construction fucking spots. And then Black Cat's fucking little things. And then I knocked all those out. And then now I'm doing a little bit more story. And then I get some more shit that I go. And I just keep knocking New York out 100% in it as all the side quests come up. That's the shit that I like. I like those kind of games a lot. So this one is definitely fucking knocking it out of the park for me right now. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to finish
doing
it.
all that again in Horizon.
That's fine.
Yes.
Completely fine with that. Completely fine with that. I like those kind of games. That is fun to me. I like being able to be able to see the games that I don't like are whenever they give you the illusion of being able to 100% an area, and then it actually isn't 100% it after you beat the game, and then have to go on another like difficulty. And then it unlocks more shit. Like Far Cry, the latest Far Cry did that. And I was so
You know what
fucking
game
livid.
actually doesn't do that, but does these other things that you keep talking about how much you fucking love? Goddamn Mass Effect, Chris!
Can't do it. Can't do it. I'm just not a Mass
Play
Effect person.
fucking Mass Effect, Chris!
I'm just not a Mass Effect person. Oh my god,
You
I
don't
hate
know
it.
that!
I
You
hate the
are
Final
so-
Frontier.
You say that out of sheer stubbornness at this point, and I'm gonna strangle you because I'm like, here's this thing that Chris would love, and you're like, this is what I love in a game, and I'm like, you would love this, and you're like, meh. I'm gonna, ugh.
There are so many games that take place with space and all this other shit that I jump into with good intentions and quickly lose fucking interest very fast. Very fucking fast. Halo is literally the only one that's ever good. I just don't care about the Final Frontier, like space and all that. It's not interesting to me. I like swords and dragons and magic spells. That's where I'm at. The whole futuristic, we're going into space and shit, it just doesn't grab me. Like having all these different fucking aliens, and it's like, oh cool, look, there's all these different stuff. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Oh, we're gonna go out and discover this planet. I don't care about none of that. Like that to me is so fucking boring. Like, for instance, I grew up in a very Star Wars heavy house. Very Star Wars heavy. Extremely Star Wars heavy. I hate Star Wars.
You want to tell me again? I don't think I got
I hate Star Wars. I hate Star Trek. I hate Stargate Atlantis. I hate Battlestar Galactica. I hate all that shit. All of it.
You've just isolated, like, you've grabbed a huge part of our fan base and been like, fuck them and
Fuck them. Fuck them. Jump in the comment section below and let me know which one's your favorite, and I will personally comment back saying it sucks. That's fine. I'm just joking. Everybody's got their own loves.
Love your
That's
comment
great.
because I agree with you.
That's great. I'm glad that the Final Frontier has fans. I'm just not one of them. Halo, I love. I don't know why Halo was the exception, but it was. I love Halo. It's great. It's fucking fantastic. But other than that, and I'm so super pumped that the fucking new Halo comes out this year. Anyways, but still, I can't. Ugh.
Make that sound toward the game you haven't played.
Ugh.
I hate you. You're the worst.
But yeah, so like I said, the fucking Spider-Man game's really good though. I thought the fucking web slinging shit was done very well. Like that whole aspect of being able to swing through the town and do all this other shit like that is extremely fluid. That's probably the only thing that's better than Shattered Dimensions. If Shattered Dimensions had that web slinging kind of like fucking build that they did, it would be by far still in my opinion, it's still the best game. But fucking this one's close. It's very close. So I'll give it that. I will give it that. So that's been a lot of fun. That's what I've been fucking doing these last couple days. Just playing the shit out of that.
Jojo, you've played both of those games, right?
Played the Spider-Man game he's playing now. I never played Shattered Dimensions.
Oh, you didn't play Shattered? Oh, it's so good, man. It was on the Xbox 360 era-ish, I believe.
I think I have a PS3 disc of it in my apartment somewhere.
Possibly. Dude, that game is still $60. That's how
Whoa.
loved by the community it is. That game is still $60. It's fucking stupid. I wanted to buy it. Even buying a digital copy is like $50. I was like, fucking A, dude. It's ridiculous. And it's so good. It's so fucking good. It just basically is like you get to play through 4 different Spider-Men because like the dimensions are like kind of like fucking shattered dimensions. There you go. But still, yeah, exactly.
Genius.
And Madam Web, she ends up bringing like 4 Spider-Men together to try to fucking fix this shit. So you get Amazing Spider-Man, you get Ultimate Spider-Man, and then you get Spider-Man 2099, and then you get Noir Spider-Man. Oh, it's so much fun, dude. And Noir Spider-Man's like playing a Batman game, except you're Spider-Man, where you're just going around and taking people down, silent takedowns and shit. Oh, it's so much fucking fun. It's such a good game. Such a good game.
Someday I'll have to get around to playing it, but
Oh, it's so good.
I hate getting my PS3. It feels like a lot of work.
No, that's fair. I don't disagree there.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's on the PS Network. I don't know, but yeah, I don't disagree with you there. Yeah, I don't know. It just sucks because like I've got this fucking urge, obviously, to finish the remake and get it 100%. And then on top of that, I've been streaming the first Final Fantasy, which I'm having so much fucking fun doing. That has been so much fucking fun. Yeah, I just cleared the second boss last night. I'm having such a fucking good time with that. Like that is so much fun. And there's a lot of people coming out during the stream. A lot of people that are watching it whenever I upload it on YouTube that are jumping in there and fucking participating in shit. And that's a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fucking fun with that. Yeah. JoJo. Fucking Kelsey wasn't here for it. I fucking went into this to the second temple and those fucking worms were in there that I told you about that I ran into in that secret world. Except these worms were nowhere near strong, but I was fucking terrified the entire fight. Like I was casting all my high level protection spells and fucking constantly popping heal like every fucking turn, thinking this worm was gonna fucking devour me, and I killed it in 2 hits. I was like, what the fuck? Like I was, oh man. But yeah, after I beat the first temple, Kelsey, I unlocked this gift room, and I went in there, and it was a desert oasis. So I'm running around this desert oasis, and to kind of find out, because there's no maps on the original game. That's another reason why it's fucking hard. So you have no idea where the fuck you're going. So I'm looking up these world maps that fans have basically created and put out there for fucking people to use, and I find out that this place is just a loop. No matter where I go, left, up, down, right, it's going to re-loop me back to the beginning every time. So I got to find these chests and then get out. Well, I ended up running into this worm. He's hitting for 600 plus health every time. My highest level guy has like 400 health. It was ridiculous. I was stuck there for like 10 fucking minutes trying to kill this fucking worm.
Running asshole shoe soles and elbows away from this freaking worm.
Well, he wouldn't let me leave. Every time I tried to leave, he fucking hit me or like it just wouldn't work. So I had to fight it. And basically what was happening was that he was killing a person every fucking hit. So what I was doing was that my white mage was just resurrecting the person, and I was just leaving them at 1 health. I was like, fuck it. Because at first I was using a whole bunch of potions and shit, and then I was like, I'm wasting so many of these fucking potions. And it's going to take so much money to get all this shit back. So I just started just like, he's going to 1 hit anyway. What does it matter if I fucking heal him? They're just going to get 1 hit. So they might as well just have 1 HP and get the fucking hit off. So literally it was like, the warrior's up, the thief is down, the white mage is up, the black mage is up. It was normally the whole fucking setup. So then it's like warrior attacks, white mage resurrects thief, thief attacks, black mage does an amazing fucking fire spell, and then someone dies. And then we rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. The only time I used a potion after that was if the white mage was the one that got hit and she died. Then I'd pick her right back up, and then she'd go right back to healing again. I was like, it was stupid. I think it's going to be like, I don't want to be wrong, but it's going to be anywhere between around like episode 4 or episode 6 when it hits dead funny. And goddamn. You literally see me get in here, and I was like, fuck this worm. And then he hits me and does 666 damage to my first guy. And I was like, my mouth just drops. And I'm like, the fuck? I was like, this is supposed to be a treasure room? This is supposed to be a reward after beating the boss? What is this shit? And the even worst part is that he kills me. Because I end up fighting another one. I kill him, and then I literally run right into another one. I'm like, there's nothing I can do. I'm just going to have to let this guy fucking kill me. Like, I'm not going to sit here for another 20 minutes trying to beat a fucking worm. It's not going to happen. So I just let him kill me, and I was like, fuck, I didn't save after I beat the first boss. I saved before I went into the door, which, to be fair, that was clap cheeks. He was easy. Like, that took me like fucking a minute and he was done.
I'm sorry, we need a full stop here. Clap cheeks, that was easy. Do you want to explain that phrase to
me? As in, he got fucked. Boom, done. We're moving on. Ease. Oh, so, clap cheeks, easy. Boom, done. So we move on, right? So it took me like a minute to beat that guy. So I wasn't worried about the fact that I had to refight him again if I did. What happened was that after you die in the treasure room, it just throws you out of the treasure room. But if you use any potions or anything, you lose those. And then your people are all at 1 HP. So, as I told JoJo, I immediately was like, oh, well shit, there's no fucking consequences, right? So I just run right back in there. And then it loads me into some fucking purple forest. I'm like, where the fuck am I at? And it had the exact same room name as the goddamn Oasis. I was confused. I was like, I have no idea where I'm at. No idea where I'm at. I couldn't even find a fucking map for that. I was like, what the fuck is happening? So I was like, well, that's going to do it for this episode. I was like, I am getting off. I don't have the brain capacity. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what the fuck's happening. We're just going to tackle this. And as soon as I started up, I streamed yesterday. I streamed last night for about 2 hours. As soon as I started up, that's where I started out, was right in front of that door. And I was like, we're not even fucking with this. We're just going to continue on with the story. And then afterwards, we'll come back and deal with the fucking treasure room that beats the shit out of me. So, moving on. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Yeah, it's crazy just to kind of like go through all of them. But something I'm super excited about is that they actually remade. And this is actually really... So the reason why I kind of want to talk about this is this goes to show why I feel it's very important to be vocal whenever gaming companies fuck shit over and whenever they do good stuff. Square Enix just did something that blows my fucking mind. They're remastered Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which is an amazing fucking game. They're releasing it, and I think it's going to be like $20, right? 20 or 30 bucks, something like that, right? And it's not like a crazy fucking it's remake or anything. It's a remaster, so it's just better graphics. And a little bit of it's tweaked. But story's supposed to stay the same. So you can buy it. They put multiplayer in it. So the first Final Fantasy to have multiplayer, not massive online multiplayer, 4 characters going through and beating a Final Fantasy story. That's not... Oh. Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Awesome.
So you can play it with your friends. Wait, it gets better. Not only is it cross-platform, so literally any fucking system. On top of that, cross-progression. So in other words, I can buy it on my PlayStation and then also play the same copy on my PC or on my fucking Switch or on my Xbox. Move around anywhere I want to go. And it's a one-hit buy, which means that I buy it and then I can give a free copy of it to 3 friends to come play with me.
Holy shit!
Right?
That's unbelievably
and it's
good.
a full-length Final Fantasy game.
Have you verified that?
Yeah, it's on their website and everything. Yeah, literally. It's all over the fucking place. It comes out next month.
When they put that game out originally on the GameCube, you could do the multiplayer, but everyone had to have their own Game Boy Advance.
Yes, exactly.
Play it. You would each use a Game Boy to control the GameCube, and so no one ever bet because you have like 4 friends with their own Game Boy Advances.
Yeah, exactly. So now everybody can just be on their own fucking system, have their own fucking screen. And it's cool because you got like 4 different races to choose from, which is fucking awesome. So everybody can fucking pick their own race and you can customize them, make them look, however you want to and shit like it's going to be, I'm so fucking pumped for it. It's going to be so good. I'm so fucking pumped for it.
I'm trying to figure out how the pitch meeting went where they were like, yeah, everybody's going to control with their Game Boy Advance. Like
it's not the only game that did that. And I think the game that did that before was Zelda Wind Waker.
No, they did 4 Swords.
Oh, well, yeah, but Wind Waker, you could do that, and your the person who hooked up the Game Boy would be Tinkle.
Right,
and they can help you around levels. Yeah, but you're right. 4 Swords came out first. That's correct. Yep. So 4 Swords was the first one, where you were Link, and then second player was the Red Link, third player was the Blue Link, and fourth player was the Purple Link. Because I had my brother, and then we had 2 friends that were brothers that would come over, and we would all play 4 Swords together.
I'm laughing because you still know the order. My guess is it depends on who got in there first. You guys like had fights over who was going to be which one.
No, it was second player was always red, third player was always blue, and fourth player was always purple. And then everybody was like, "Oh, well, that's my favorite color," and we all four of us liked the different colors. And I was like, "Well, I'm fucking first player regardless, so I'm the original Link, so fuck off." So it was all good.
So you didn't fight because you lucked out, but if somebody else had gotten in there and gotten the wrong color, it'd have been like, everybody back the fuck out, we're doing this the right way.
No,
No, you would have just let somebody else be Red Link.
No,
You
we're
just
all.
would have been generous.
Well, I was green, but because green is the original Link, but it was everybody had their own. So I guess to make you understand this a little bit better, the Game Boys had to be plugged into the GameCube through a wire. So
so you couldn't fuck it up.
You couldn't fuck it up. Exactly.
Got it.
So yeah, that's how that worked. So the first player was always on a GameCube controller. That was the weird part. Was the first person always had a GameCube controller and used the TV, while the other three people had their Game Boys and plugged it in and used that as a controller, and they could also see it on their screen, their little Game Boy screen, as well. It was weird. It was weird. Same thing when I did Wind Waker. My brother was Tingle, and I was just running around as Link. That was also weird. But hey, they were trying to break.
I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
You don't know who
Tingle is the guy. Tingle is that guy, though.
I'm gonna do a Ed Funny University episode just about Tingle.
You probably could, honestly. I mean, we plan on doing an actual like semester at some point about Zelda, so he would be covered in that since he has starred in so many Zelda games. But yeah.
Some of this is news to me because I didn't know there was a character called Tingle, and I'm right now in my ignorant state. I'm judging a little bit, and I'm sorry about that. But
trust me, if you saw what he looked like, you would still be judging. It doesn't matter. So imagine like a middle-aged man who's a tad bit overweight in a one-piece green fucking spandex suit that flies around. Yeah, like I said, still judging. Yeah, by balloons.
Oh, I'm sorry. The character flies around, or his one-piece suit flies around?
The character. It holds him in the air, and his whole job of the game is to map out sections for you. And then whenever you see him, you shoot his balloons down with your slingshot. He falls down, and then you can buy one of the maps off of him. And that's how you get your new map for the new area.
I mean, on the plus side, he knows that his business is valuable because people keep shooting him down. On the negative side, it's very hard to be productive when people keep shooting you out of the goddamn sky.
I agree. But that's Tingle for you. Good old Tingle.
Don't tell me more about Tingle. Save it for the DFU. I'm so freaking mind blown and uncomfortable with this old man with this weird business model. But you know what? Clearly, he's making a living.
Oh man, I love Zelda.
He's so divisive. People in America did not take to Tingle, but Japan loved him, I guess, because they made multiple Tingle video games.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're actual video games just focused on this guy?
Yeah, they have one that came out in Europe and not here, so it's in English that I imported so I could play the Tingle game.
Yep.
Well, okay, are you that into Tingle, or was it more like the novelty of the thing?
A little into Tingle. I kind of appreciate Tingle.
Okay.
Mine was just more of
You're teaching the class on Tingle. When we get to Tingle, that's going to be your class to teach.
Mine was definitely more just solely about wanting to play everything Zelda related. So I wouldn't say I'm necessarily the fondest of Tingle. He's just kind of there. I just used him for my maps, and that was about it. I was like, all right, cool, sweet, we're done with you. So on to the next. Yeah.
I will try to, when I may eventually play these games, but I will try to approach it from a more Japanese mindset, because that may help me not absolutely violently hate him. We'll see.
I think out of all the Zelda games, I think Kelsey would get the most fun out of Majora's Mask. I think that would be a good one for her. I mean, obviously Ocarina of Time is known as literally one of the only games to ever get a perfect 10 out of 10 off of any fucking game score ever, and literally is known as one of the best video games of all time. But I think she would really enjoy Majora's Mask, just being able to transform into other species and try out their fucking shit. Yeah, I think she'd like that a lot.
Majora's Mask is cool.
Majora's Mask is the shit. It's so good. It's hard as fuck.
Stood out as very different from all the other Zelda games, kind of, when it came out. It's because it was like one where they weren't just, hey, here's, and then go deal with that.
Yeah, exactly. They kind of changed, just like Mario, where it's always like, let's go fight Bowser and save Peach. Let's go kill Ganon and save Zelda. It's like, no, we got something different for you, and everybody was freaking the fuck out. Did you see? They did there was this, I want to say it was like a bunch of college students. They made an animation, like a full HD animation, like anime, like fucking short movie for Majora's Mask. It's like 20 minutes long, and it's fucking beautiful. Like, it is amazing looking. And they're trying hard to get, like, Nintendo to actually be like, yeah, let's fucking fund this and make an actual animated Zelda movie. That would be fucking awesome. It looked so good. I have to fucking send you guys, or well, at least send JoJo the link, because Kelsey obviously would be spoilers for you. But yeah, I'll have to send you the link so you can see it, dude. It's fucking mind-blowing. Like, a full CGI animation. Like, it looked fucking amazing. I was like, holy fuck, because I was watching and I was like, what is Nintendo up to? And all of a sudden it was like talking about the fact that this was like, it was made by students who really, really want a Zelda movie. And I was like, holy fuck, dude. I was like, this is good. Holy shit. Oh my God. It was way better than what came out when I was a kid. My dad he's such a dick. He fucking showed me, they released an April Fool's Zelda trailer a long time ago. This was a long fucking time ago.
I vaguely remember.
Yeah, and I remember watching it.
It was real.
Yeah, yes, he did. And I didn't even pay attention to the fact of the date. I was like, oh, fuck, yeah, April, that's coming up, sweet. And then my dad just starts laughing. And I walked away, and he's like, did you not notice the date? And I was like, yeah, it's April. And he's like, no, look closer. And I was like, oh, fuck you. Like, I literally thought that it was actually coming out. I mean, it really didn't look good. Like, honestly, like, the characters didn't look good because obviously it was fucking fan-made to make a joke. But I was still super excited because it's like, game movies really weren't a thing yet. I mean, we had the terrible piece of shit Super Mario Bros. Forever ago that pretty much left a shit stain
There was a
all over
bad
it.
Street Fighter movie and a bad couple Mortal Kombat movies.
That's true. Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
I knew there were
forgot
Mortal
about those.
Kombat movies, but I did not know there's a Mario movie.
You
shit.
don't want to know. You don't. It's literally known as the worst thing to ever happen to the video game community. Like, it is
Oh my
fucking
God.
terrible. It's terrible. We're like, I mean, I'm pretty sure the whole beginning of it is almost like the opening to like a 1960s porno, where it's like the fucking plumbers are here to fix your pipes. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. They look like they got fucking porn stashes on. I mean,
Oh,
and
no.
they did not try to make these guys look good at all. They tried to go for like authentic. So like Mario is like this fucking overweight Italian guy in a fucking overall suit. Yeah, it's fucking It's
God, is Peach a drug then?
I can't remember.
The lady. Remember? You can look up Bowser though when he got in that movie. It's just Anthony. I think it's Anthony Hopkins, just like with a couple spikes on his head. It looks terrible.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Oh my God, it's so bad.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I just looked up Bowser, and it's wretched.
Yep. Like I said,
Oh,
it's
that's
known as the
bad.
worst thing to happen to video games ever. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm upset.
It might have set us back a little bit.
It might have set us back.
Just a little bit.
Anyway.
Did
Oh,
you
terrible.
ever see the Zelda cartoon? Jojo?
Yeah, I've seen a f- of it.
That
Not much.
shit made me so mad, dude. Cause the fucking Link was nowhere near the kind of fucking feeling that you get from Link playing the games. Like, to me, obviously Link doesn't talk in the fucking video games. But still, like, you get this sense that he's like pretty much a good guy and is just like out there to fucking help people. That's just what Link does. In the fucking goddamn cartoon, he's like this fucking womanizer. He's always making these fucking like sexist jokes and shit. And I'm just like, bro, this is not Link. It's not even fucking close. Is this fucking real? This shit pissed me off so bad, dude. Oh my God. I mean, I watched the entire thing just to see if it would get better, and it didn't. It was terrible. It was that was for Zelda to be my second overall favorite video game series. I literally did not give that a second watch. After I finished that entire series, it's like, yeah, I'm done with you. That was it. I literally never went back and watched that shit again. I was like, that's
That's
not
a
Link.
hard left.
Yeah. So I was like, fucking A. I mean, once again, I get it. Link doesn't talk in the games. It's just that I don't know why. That's what they've chosen to do. That's their whole take on it, which is actually funny. When I was streaming last night, Tony jumped in my stream, and I was telling him about how there's a village in Final Fantasy 1 where all the elves look like Link, and you can go and read the tombstones, and on one tombstone it says, "Here lies Link," and I was like, oh shit. Square Enix throwing shade at fucking Zelda early on, trying to say, oh, Final Fantasy is going to be the new RPG for, all that shit. And he's like, and his favorite overall game series is Zelda. So me and him always go back and forth on that all the time. We had this little series we were doing where we were doing rap battles against each other, and that was one of our rap battles. Was I was Cloud and he was Link. And so we're always going back and forth on shit like that. And he literally goes, yeah, Link would talk shit. Oh, wait, no, he wouldn't. He doesn't speak. I was like, that's pretty good. Oh, man. Poor Link. But yeah, I hated that cartoon with everything. Everything. It was terrible.
When it was the early 90s that cartoon was on, I think. So like
it was bad.
Before even Ocarina, maybe before Link to the Past, even so they had no idea Link was. Point.
Yeah. Oh man, he was the fucking worst. Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess the best way to, because his character has been in some fucking Disney movies, not Link himself, but the Link that they tried to make him in that movie. Like the best way to describe him, so Kelsey can kind of get an idea, is like you've got the princess who's in love with the fucking prince, or in love with the guy that's not necessarily royalty, but then there's the fucking douchebag prince who's fucking entitled to the princess, da 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 da, and all this other shit. Yeah, that's who they basically made Link to be.
Oh.
And Link is 100% like the orphan guy that grew up in the fucking woods and had to fucking fight his way out and learn that fucking his entire world is basically fucking going down and has to go around and save everybody's fucking kingdoms himself and shit like that. Like, totally, like, I'm just gonna go out and do all this shit for other fucking people. I mean, once again, like I told you, that game, I actually saw this fucking poster and I really want to fucking get it, I swear to God. It's called Death by Chickens, and it's that one where the game where the chickens could actually kill you, and it just shows Link just face down with all the chickens around him. Oh my god, I want that so bad. Because every Zelda game, there's always a chicken mission where a guy's like, oh, my chickens got loose. Can you help me get my chickens? And you can hit them. And in one of the games, and I can't remember which one it was, but if you actually hit them enough, all the chickens would flock to you and fucking literally peck you to death. Like, they would all fly and just start beating the shit out of you.
Most of them, I think.
Was it most of them?
Ocarina for sure.
Ocarina for sure, but I don't think it's been past Ocarina. There might have been in the older ones, maybe they did it. Because it was definitely an older style Zelda as far as the poster was concerned. It was definitely an older style Zelda. I don't know which one it was, but yeah, it was definitely an older one. So I could see that. But yeah, no, Ocarina for sure. I feel like is the last newer one where that
I remember
was.
they made it as far as like Twilight Princess.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I know there was a chicken quest in fucking Breath of the Wild, but I just don't. I don't beat the shit out of the chickens. I just fucking.
I learned my lesson.
I'll get it done. Yeah, exactly. I learned my lesson. Now I just fucking grab the chickens, throw them in the fucking coop, and move on. It's like, all right, cool. This quest is done. I'm done with this shit.
So what I like to imagine happened is that the game developers didn't think people were going to beat them up, and then when they figured out that was happening, they're like, those fucking sociopaths.
Probably.
We're going to make these chickens able to defend themselves. Fuck these guys. And that's how that happened.
That's probably
like that
100% accurate. Yeah, that's probably 100% accurate. Because, I mean, yeah, it is kind of a weird thing out of nowhere just to have all these chickens fucking attack you, so. Yeah.
Well, it's probably weird for the chicken to just be going along and start getting punched.
Mm.
Just saying.
So I found this fucking this artist on Etsy, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Etsy. And they make these fucking badass posters. And they had one of Zelda that I wanted to get where it was but I'm only buying Final Fantasy. I'm trying to limit myself. If not, I'll go broke buying posters left and right. So only Final Fantasy. But I found this one of Zelda that I really, really wanted. So basically, like, his whole deal is that he or she, I don't know, but they make them like old-timey movie posters. And so it's got like the white edges and stuff. And then it's like for the Zelda one, it shows the Master Sword stuck in the stone. And then it's surrounded by the trees of the Lost Woods. And it's like Hyrule Fields, Lost Woods, where you will never leave. And I was like, that's pretty cool. My favorite one, the one that I actually bought, because Final Fantasy VII, was Visit Midgar, which Kelsey and JoJo, you'll get a kick out of this. It says, Visit Midgar, where the people come first. I was like, that's pretty fucking good. And it shows the Shinra building from the side, and then a train coming out, and then if you look real at the back of the train, you'll see like a little itty bitty small version of Cloud with a Buster Blade like riding the train out. I was like, yeah. So that actually turned out really well for me. I bought it because it was like $5. That was like a $5 poster, and it was like 11 by 17. I was like, that's a fucking decent sized poster for $5. Like, holy shit. I mean, at worst case scenario, the fucking graphic on it sucks, and I'm out $5, whatever. I didn't know that I was buying it digital. I'd never bought a digital poster from Etsy.
Oh, no.
So I was like, well, fuck, like, where's the best place I can do this? So I got like a FedEx literally right across the street from me. So like I called them up, and they're like, yeah, just email it over to us. I email it over. Fucking cost me $3 to get it printed on 11 by 17 cardstock. So I paid $8 for this fucking poster. I was like, let's fucking go, dude. That was, and it looks amazing. Looks so
And now
good.
you know you can do that for the future, is you can just get this printed across the street. That's fantastic.
Yeah, right? Exactly. I was like, $3? Are you serious? And she's like, yeah, it's just $3. I was like, okay. Not gonna argue.
Let's go.
Yeah, not gonna even fucking argue with you. I'm completely fine with that. No problems here. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, they did one for like so many other games. There's like a Halo one and all kinds of shit. And it was like buy one for $5, or you can buy fucking 3 for $10 or some shit like that. So it's pretty interesting. Like I said, especially with it being the first time that I ever did like an actual digital downloaded one. But, it was a new experience, if you will. Yeah, because I was worried at first. I was like, fuck, dude, I probably fucked up. I probably fucked up. I didn't, guys.
Yay! One
Yeah.
of those rare moments when it turns out well. Hold on to those.
Well, you got lucky, Kelsey, because whenever I sent you that Loveless poster, sent me the actual
one?
Loveless poster, but sent you the picture of the Loveless poster, that someone has actually went and took each one of the characters that the Loveless poem is supposed to symbolize, so Aerith, Cloud, Zack, Angel, and Genesis, and like has a picture of them with the fucking quote. And I was sitting there talking, and I was like, oh, dude, I'm going to fucking download all these and then just send one of them to Kelsey a week. And then once I get to the end, just fucking repeat it again. Just send one of them to Kelsey a week.
Oh my god.
And I was going to do it, and then I was like, that's just too much work to download all these.
Yes!
So my laziness saved you.
Laziness has paid off for me. Hell yes.
Oh, man.
Oh, so grateful. I would have glared so hard.
Because I was super happy about getting that fucking
I know,
Loveless
that's the
poster. It
scariest
was so
thing,
fucking
Jojo.
cool.
That's
Threat.
Now I'm just trying to find someone who's done, because I've heard that it's out there. The picture that I showed you a long time ago, where it was right before the remake, where it's Cloud from the first one and then Cloud from the remake, and they're like doing the fist bump, and it's like time to save the world again or something like that, and they're walking together. Yeah, someone's made a poster of that. I'm trying to figure out where, because I fucking want it. Like, I hardcore want that one. And I'm trying to get stuff ready for my bar, because like a lot of the houses that I've been looking into, a lot of them have home bars, and I find like a lot of them like really fucking good price houses. It's fucking crazy. Like, I didn't think my rent was that high. Apparently my rent's fucking high. Like, I've literally found a fucking 4-bedroom house with a finished off basement, bar, huge yard, and a pool. And it's literally in a good neighborhood, good schools and everything, because I have to pay attention to that now. And it's like fucking $200 more in rent than what I do now. And I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. I was like, apparently I pay a lot in rent. I pay a shit ton in rent. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
be doing better.
Yeah, just a little bit. So, yeah, I got a couple places I'm looking into, and most of them have those bars and this website that I used to buy like on my t-shirts and posters and stuff, Once Upon a Tea. On there, JoJo, they have where they'll do alcohol posters, but they're video game related. So, for instance, Majora's Mask with the moon, they have the moon up there, and instead of Blue Moon, it's called Blue Doom. And I was like, that's pretty cool. It just shows that moon up there. So I'm gonna decorate my bar with those kinds of posters. So it's alcohol related, but it's also got that video game. So like for instance, they got Cactar from Final Fantasy, and it's called 1,000 Needles Tequila. And I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool. So yeah. That's what I'm
That is
getting my
really
bar out
cool.
in. Yeah, they had they had Nanaki's Red Pale Ale was another one, and I was like, oh yes. So.
Cute.
Because all my other Final Fantasy posters, those are from my fucking office. So, oh my god. Okay, quick before we fucking wrap this up. Oh my god, Kelsey and JoJo, this thing happened to me and it freaked me the fuck out. I got a present delivered to my house, right? And not a lot of people know my new address because I just recently moved here. Not a lot of people know. And I literally was going to send a message to you, Kelsey, because it was something that I specifically showed you, and I haven't showed anybody else besides the person that I live with. So I was like, I feel like Kelsey would have said something if she sent me something. Like, I really feel like Kelsey would have said something. And so the funny part is that I thought it was her at first. So I opened it up, and I look and I see what it is. Now, what it is that it is a record that has been cut to be a clock. And
yes,
it
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and it has a design cut into it. And the design says Final Fantasy VII on the bottom, and it's got Cloud and Tifa on the top. And it looks really, really good. They're on Amazon. They're like $25. And I was like, I really want to get one because it just looks really, really good. Well, they have tons of them. I specifically have showed this to my girlfriend, and I've showed this to Kelsey. Those are the only two people I've really shown this to. And I was like, okay, so like she comes in, and I was like, hey, babe, you should have kind of like probably got this sent in your name because I opened this, and I don't know if I was supposed to open this yet or not. And she's like, oh, no, that's fine. She's like, hey, I didn't get that for you. And I was like, what? I was like, did I order this? And so I'm looking through my Amazon orders, and I'm like, have I gotten to the point where I'm buying so much Final Fantasy VII shit that I'm just forgetting that I fucking ordered something? Like, is this real? And I'm looking through my orders, and I don't see it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready to text Kelsey, and I was like, maybe I showed this to my mom. Maybe. So I call her, and I was like, hey, did you send me a Final Fantasy VII clock? And she's like, no, I didn't, but your Mimi did. And I was like, really? So I've never shown this to my mom.
What's a Mimi?
A Mimi is what we call my mom's mom. So my grandma,
Okay,
we call her Mimi. And then her mom was our Mima. So Mima and Mimi when we were growing up as kids. That's just what they got named. So that's what Mimi is. So she was over there with Mimi, so she puts Mimi on the phone, and I'm talking to her, and she's like, oh yeah, I sent it to you. I'd never shown this to my mom or my Mimi at all. But my Mimi wanted to get me something, and she doesn't really understand video games, much less fucking Final Fantasy VII. So she's like, I know his favorite game is Final Fantasy. And then mom's like, well, it's specifically 7. And so she sent her like 3 different clocks, and my mom picked that one out because it had both Cloud and Tifa. She's like, those are his 2 favorite characters. So they got me the exact one that I had on my wish list since I've seen it. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet because I've been buying all this other shit. Literally sent me that exact one. It freaked me the fuck out. I mean, I was going through, I was like, do I have another Amazon that I just don't know? Like, maybe my computer Amazon is different than my fucking phone Amazon. I'm going through all kinds of shit. I'm like, because it was freaking me out. I was like, who the fuck has my address? Like, I don't know who this is. I don't know who would have just sent this to me. Because, like, even normally, it still would have, like, because my mom sent me stuff and it has her name on it. So I was just like, you know, like, who the fuck sent this to me? And it literally was just the name of the company. And then it was like, to Chris Giles. And I was like, I didn't buy this. Like, I wanted it, and I was planning on actually literally buying it that week. I was like, but I didn't fucking buy this. So, yeah, it freaked me out. And I was just getting ready to text Kelsey, like, because I was thinking in my head, I was like, how do you say, hey, did you send me a birthday present, and not make the person be like, well, this is an awkward situation for me to be like, no, I didn't send you a birthday present. Not that I expected one, but I was like, Kelsey's the only other fucking person I know that I fucking showed this to. The only other fucking person. And yeah, fucking sheer luck, they picked out the exact fucking one. The exact one.
Mimi for the win. And
right?
For the win. Well done.
Right? It fucking blew my fucking mind. I was like, holy shit. I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, who has my address? Like, what
and in case I ever do decide to send you something, I fucking won't tell you until it gets there. And I know not to put a name on it either, because making you have like 4 hours to like, who the fuck sent me this is way funnier. I'm totally on board that movie.
Oh, they thought it was hilarious too, because then I started describing it to her, and she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, but that's funny. And I was like, it would have been different if it would have been like one that I know that it wasn't the one that was on my wish list, and I would be like, okay, cool, someone, obviously a family member or something that doesn't know that much about it fucking sent this to me. But with it being the exact one I had on my wish list, I was like, all right, this is fucking weird, because there's like 20 of them, of just 7 alone, not including all the other Final Fantasies. So I was like, that's pretty fucking insane for someone to literally get the exact one on my wish list without fucking knowing about it. Yeah. It was
kind of wonderful. They knew what you wanted. That's great. Well
Right?
done.
exactly.
All right, Christina, you and I, we are now sending him stuff with no context, just to let him freak out. Good plan.
Oh, it will. It definitely will. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, turn on notifications. That way you get notified next time we upload another video. Hit us in the comment section below. Let us know if you had any thoughts as far as our whole Final Frontier debate about your Star Wars and your Star Treks and all that other fucking shit that's out there.
Join me and tell Chris he's wrong. Do it in the comments. Tell Chris he's wrong.
Man.
I will support you.
Oh man! But also make sure that you follow us on our Twitters and our Twitches down there as well if you want more direct form of communication or to come hang out and watch people play some video games. But at the end of all this, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next time.